What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. Today, Jeff and I are going to be watching some highlights, just talking about some of the, you know, top plays that the Browns have put together of players from the 2020 season, probably the best season that we've seen since the Browns have returned. So, we just wanted to get a quick look at Jarvis Landry, who is, a guy that we all think is a culture changer who came in and really wanted to change the culture that was the Browns. And so we're going to take a look at him. But Jeff, before we do that, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just a quick reminder, make sure if you're not subscribed, drop a subscription down below. Definitely leave a like on the video and definitely ring our bell because we're going to be putting out a lot of content. We're in that weird section of the year where we have really nothing to talk about. So we decided to start a little mini reaction series of me and Justin looking at highlights from the previous season, just to make sure we kill some time between OTAs and training camp. So that's pretty much the idea behind this. But we're excited to get into it. We should be doing basically everyone on offense, maybe even some linemen, and maybe a couple people on defense, Miles and other people as well. But we're going to start with Jarvis.
Absolutely. All right. So starting off, this is actually what the Browns put out in terms of making these clips. And so first play, they got Jarvis playing quarterback instead of playing receiver. Throwing a little dot to Baker.
Classic Stefanski move.
Absolutely. And this is the one play that I know that we're going to stop and talk about it against the Colts week 5. This was a big win at home. You can see there. So on that play, that's where Jarvis Landry actually broke his ribs and was able to play the entirety of the rest of the season with those broken ribs. I think it's just one. But again, when you just go back to talking about how big of a player he is to this team and what he has done for the culture, I don't know if you remember, Jeff, but when they had the Hard Knocks, remember they made fun of him in the video, the rookies made fun of him for if you have a broken foot, and they show them on the cart with broken legs and stuff, catching passes and catching routes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows that's a typical Jarvis Landry player right there. He could have just went down, but he's honestly fighting for more yards, and then he just gets kind of blindsided from behind, and he ends up breaking a rib, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of how the whole offensive mentality is, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just he's a go-getter. Week 15 at the Giants. Kind of a lackluster game this one was. Honestly, just kind of a snooze fest, but Jarvis, very good as a possession catcher. He's not really a super flashy. This is actually one of my favorite plays before I get to that.
Rifle from Baker. But he's reliable, though, in the red zone, though. That's what I got from watching these highlights. Baker just looks at him in the red zone.
He's so good. But my thing about this play, I don't think it shows exactly what happens, but he got that dude on the left. I don't know what number that is, but he got that dude on the left shook. He shook free of that guy. It doesn't show really well in this clip, but he got
he's open. Wide open.
Yeah. And Baker looked right to left. It was perfect. And yeah, Jarvis is really good at freeing up some space in the end zone for himself. Week 17 against the Steelers, the game that sent us into the playoffs.
Well, no, this is interesting. This is interesting because I think this is an Anthony Schwartz play this year.
Yeah, maybe just try not to get this dude rocked by a defensive lineman or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's the play that Jarvis is going to be mad because he wants to run that. But I think he's had a lot of wear and tear, so I think giving that play up to a rookie, I think he might like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That's a good take. Week 12 at the Jaguars. I remember people being frustrated with Baker in this game, but yeah. I just remember open Hooper miss there, but good possession again. Jarvis isn't you're not going to see a ton of flashy plays, and when he's not throwing the football, at least when he's catching the ball, there's not a lot of flashiness to his play. It's just a lot of here he's going to throw the ball, but he's just a possession catcher and also playing backup quarterback more than Case Keenum does. So nice little roll out to the left to Donovan Peoples-Jones there. Nice sideline pass. Browns playbook, just a lot of sideline passes.
Can we agree that we need to wear these uniforms more this year?
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe we get the orange jerseys. There is your what everyone thought was going to happen all year long was a a Jarvis Landry quarterback pass, or maybe even the other way around with an Odell pass to Jarvis. This one, week 4 against the Cowboys, where Odell went off and Jarvis threw him. I think that was his first touchdown of this game. Just another, great play by.
Those jerseys are so sick.
They're nice. They're clean. The all dark brown, orange. Yeah, those are cool.
I feel like our helmets kind of look dumb with them, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we need new helmets. I've been saying this, but
yeah, positional catch there again. This is also another route. I think that Jarvis just is really, with him and Baker, it's just the bread and butter with them is these sideline passes where he does an out. He just does a quick 5-yard out. Yep. I think they send him in motion. Let's look at it from the beginning. Yeah, that's him in motion, just doing like a quick 3-yard up and then out right onto the pylon. Perfect. Baker's really good. I think, this is just Jarvis highlights, but the one thing that I like about Baker's game is I think he throws to the sideline better than most of any quarterbacks that I watch nowadays.
Yeah, he definitely throws. He throws toward the sideline the best, I think. His middle of the field passes are a little bit suspect, but this is a Jarvis Landry play, like we were saying, not too flashy, and like he's not really a deep ball threat. But if you get him the ball in space, he could do something just like that.
Yeah, I think that happens. I think that play actually happens a lot more, and I'm surprised I didn't see a lot on this highlight reel. But I think Jarvis gets the ball in the middle of the field and is like, him and Odell, I think when Odell's in there, they try to give them like enough space to do things, because I feel like I see Jarvis do that a lot where he just catches it straight up in the middle of the field, 5-10 yards out, and, he tries to make dudes miss. And, in this game, he made a couple of dudes miss and obviously opened up a huge lead for our first playoff win. But those are all the highlights that we have of Jarvis Landry for this season. With Odell coming back and, the wide receiving room coming back, the entire offense just coming back with starters, and Kevin Stefanski having his second full year as a coach, I think we can expect bigger things from Jarvis Landry coming in the future.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's going to be a huge impact player once again this year. Hopefully he stays, a little bit more intact. He doesn't have to play with broken ribs, hopefully. Absolutely. And just a guy that's really, he took a bet on this team, which is why everyone loves Jarvis Landry. I don't think that there's any reason why, he shouldn't be one of the namesakes as far as the franchise goes to where it is right now. I mean, he might be one of the better moves that we've made to acquire a player, in the last 20 years, not because of his talent, being a top 1% guy, but just everything else he brings on and off the field. And good for the rookies. I'm sure Demetric Felton, even, and Anthony Schwartz are probably going to benefit a lot from being teammates with Jarvis Landry, and people who aren't even wide receivers, could get a lot of value from him.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we're going to call it for this one. Like Jeff said in the beginning, if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us if there's a play that was left out in this highlights that you think Jarvis had made during the season that you would have liked to see on here. But with that being said, thank you all for being here, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.